Hi everybody, this is First Lady. Welcome to another episode of the First Lady Show. So today, the last time I posted a video about when you're broke, you shouldn't go to Liberia, and a couple of people liked it and a couple didn't, but I appreciate all the people who liked it, and if you didn't like it, that's fine. But today I wanted to share with you guys important documents you need for your child or children when you're traveling with them to Liberia. Okay, so first I would like to start and say I have a 10-year-old daughter. Here she is. Do we look alike? Yes, okay, so that is my daughter. Of course, she's half Liberian, half Igbo Nigerian. But her father and myself were not together. But with that being said, I am taking her with me for our upcoming trip. So I just wanted to share some really helpful tips on some of the important documents that you need when you're traveling with your child who is a minor. Of course, with that being said, let's get started. First, I would like to say the first time I traveled, I came to the U.S. in 2005. And I came from Ghana. At that time, my father sent for my mom around 1998, something to go to Ghana. That's where, from there, she transitioned from Ghana to the U.S. So my dad did the same thing for us. So the first time, since coming to the U.S. in 2005, the first time I returned to Africa was in 2018 when I started talking to my boyfriend Harry, and I was so scared and nervous, and him being Ghana, I went there twice that year by April and stayed there for 2 months, and then went back again in December and stayed there for a month. And then after that, he moved to Liberia, thank God. And I have been going to Liberia more and more every year. So from 2019 to now, the only time I didn't go to Liberia was in 2020, because around December, when I came back from December 2019, that's when the COVID outbreak happened. And in 2020, I wanted to take my daughter. That was the first time I intended to take her with me to Liberia, but due to COVID, they shut down the flights, airport. Nothing was operating. As you guys know, that we were all stuck inside. It was just horrible, and I really wanted to take my daughter, but we had to cancel our flight. They refunded our money and stuff, but that was fine. But this time in 2022, I will be finally taking my daughter to Liberia. And around the planning, it was very tough for me because I had to figure out on my own things that I need. I do a lot of readings on Google. When I don't know stuff, I do readings and stuff. So I had to one thing my friend Love helped me with is because she traveled a lot with her daughter. So the first thing, first tip that was very helpful to me was she told me that I had to get my daughter shot records. And that's exactly what I did. The first step I had to do, I actually got her shot record, which was so easy. Her doctor I just called in, and her doctor literally, I'm trying to drink because I'm talking too much and my throat is getting dry. I had to call in, and her doctor like sent her shot records, which was really cool. That was done. And then the second thing I had to do was, Kayla already had her passport done. Remember I told you guys we were supposed to travel in 2020, and then COVID was, you know. So I already had her passport, but her passport was like, she was very young when she took that passport. Kayla was probably like 6. No, but she took, in 2020, we did her passport. I did her passport a long time before 2020. So by then, it was still okay. But then, I think it only lasted for 5 years for her. Yes, 5 years. But an adult is 10 years. So by 2020, it was still good. But recently, when I wanted to do her, you know, apply for her stuff, I noticed that her passport was like, by, let's say, June is the month we're traveling. So around like February, like that, when I look at her passport, by June her passport will have been expired then. So I said, you know what, I have to renew it. So me thinking I will have to like renew her passport, they say no, you have to do it all over because she's a minor and her face is changing. So you have to like fully pay for passport fee and all the other things. But before I had to get her passport, I needed to go to CVS. No, before that, sorry. Before I had to get her passport done, I had to apply for her birth certificate. Kayla was born in 2011, August 12th, and at University of Pennsylvania Hospital. So what I had to do was I had to go online to Vital Records and fill in the application and get her birth certificate record. It costs $20. But for some reason, that's not what I pay. I ended up paying $40-something on that website. I'm not sure because they probably added like different fees, but they say it's $20, but you tend to pay a little more than what it is. But that's fine, you know. And then I had to wait 5 weeks after filling out the application. You have to fill the application online, and then they will send you an email with a number, your record number. Okay, let me show it to you guys. Hold on. Because I work in Lansdale, they said that they cannot send the birth certificate to me in Lansdale. It has to be our permanent address, which is in Philadelphia, PA. So where my daughter is with my mom and why I work. So this is the application. Let me cover my address. But yep. And this is the fee right here. You see? Yeah, so it's vitalrecords.com, and you can get that application. So after I did the application, they took the fee, and I had to wait for 5 weeks. So after 5 weeks, a couple of days, I kept searching and I kept being afraid. I was like, oh, will these people come in time? Like, I was really nervous. I'm somebody who plan ahead, so I'm such a, I like to plan ahead of time. I don't like nothing to stress me out. So with that being said, once the document came in, it went to my house directly instead of coming, you know, to where I work. So you know, I sleep at my job, you know, it's a lot to do. And I see my daughter, you know, weekends and take her out and stuff like that. But they had to send all my documents, all my daughter documents to my house, and I had to wait for that to arrive. Once it arrived, my sister had to put it in the mail for it to come here to me. Once it got here, what I had to do now is, I actually had to go to Philly to take Kayla. I had to take her to CVS, get her passport size picture done, and then took my own week. Me and her took two pictures that day. And I needed it. I needed passport size pictures. I needed her birth certificate. I picked it up when I went to Philly. Birth certificate, passport size picture. Yes, that's all I needed. And then, before I actually went to Philadelphia, when I did her passport size picture, I did her passport size picture while we were waiting for her birth certificate to arrive. So when we did our passport size picture, and as soon as the birth certificate arrived, I drove back to Philadelphia. I took her to go to Darby, PA. There's actually a post office. You can do the application at a post office, but the post office in Darby that I went to a couple of years ago to do a passports and book, the people said they can't do it there anymore, so they had to send me to Media, PA. So when I went to Media, PA, I took Kayla with me. My sister came with me, and luckily she helped me out a lot. And what I did was, I filled out the application. The people gave me the application. I filled it out. I had her passports, 2 passport size pictures. I only needed 1 to give to them. And then the lady said I had to pay like $160. But for some reason, I heard her say 65. So when she sent me to the post office, I thought the post office was closed. But I realized it was far away. I had to walk. My dumbass decided not to drive my car. I decided to walk. Stupidness that I did. Oh, I was so veiled myself. I walked far just to go get a money order. I cannot almost say, oh, I didn't say 160. And I didn't say 165. I said the fees is 160, so we cannot take your money. You have to go back and actually get 160. And you know, when American people put our grandma down, they think what they tell you to do. If you not do it, you will not get your passport. I said, you know what? I was damn vet, but then luckily I didn't ask stupid. I got in my car after walking with that alone the first time. Then I had to go back again. When I reached to the post office, now the woman helped me. Now she changed, you know, I had a receipt and give her the paper, and she was able to change the 165 to 160, and I was very happy. And I drove back quickly, and I had it took, after filling out my application, I filled the application out before going for the money order. So they finally accepted, and then I signed her paper, and then I had to get her old passport. They took that too as well. And then they asked me if I'm supposed to pay for expedite. Of course, if you guys, some of you guys, I'm sure you know that expedite means speed. You know, like you paying for speed for your passport to come faster than they intended. So, mind you, American people speed at 11 weeks. 11 weeks, then they say speed. Anyway, after I did all that, they finally said, oh, your document will come in a couple of weeks. I said, well, you know what? I'm very happy I did all that. So finally now I applied for that, and then they took the old passport with them also. And we went home. We had to wait. I was worried for it to come in. And then finally, my sister called me and said, oh, from work. She said, oh, Kayla passport arrived. I was so happy. And I asked her to mail it to me in Lansdale. And she did exactly that. And then what I did was I had to go to Liberian Embassy and now download the application. I had to go to the library, download the application from DC. They got 2 Liberian embassies. So the one in DC is what I dealt with. So they, I went online, Liberian Embassy, hold on. Yeah, Liberian Embassy, www.liberianembassy.us.org. So that website. No, hold on. Not yet. Yep, hold on, guys. I want to be able to give you guys the proper address. Okay, so I had to go to the passport. Yes, that's the right website. www.liberianembassy.org. And then I had to go to consular, hit that box, and then a dark thing will pop up, a box will pop up. Then you will click the first one, you'll go to passport. Once you go to passport, yeah, no, you will click that, and then you'll go to visa. Yeah, visa. And then when the visa comes, it's on the side of the application, then it will tell you. So in order for you to get visa from Liberia, you have to download this and provide like $160 money. All of that is the only application fee for U.S. citizens. I'm a U.S. citizen. My daughter is, of course. And also, because I'm traveling with a minor, I had to show proof that she's my daughter. And also, show them the birth certificate, which will show that I am the sole guardian for Kayla. I had to do the same thing at the Liberian Passport Center as well to prove that I'm the legal guardian of Kayla. And then also I had to do this. I had to get 2 passport size pictures, print out the application from the website, and provide everything. And then yeah, did I talk about the passport coming? Yeah, the passport came. My sister sent it to me. So my sister again had to go carry Kayla again, because in order for you to apply for the visa, you need 2 passport size pictures. So my sister had to carry my daughter again to CVS to get her 2 passport size pictures done. So when she did that, she mailed both of them differently, the passport differently, because it came ahead. And then I had to wait for the 2 passport size pictures. I had to wait. Once they arrived to me, before they arrived, I already did the application. I had to get a notarized letter proving that she's my daughter. I already have a birth certificate, all those things, and then $160 money order for 2 of us. So 2 of us was about $390, something like that. Yes. Hold on. I'm not good at Marvel. Y'all might laugh at me. 160. That is, yes, about that. So 300 and 90. That's what I spent, 90 or 90 something. But that's what I spent for 2 or passport. I mean visa rather. And then after I put it in the paper, and then with the application, when you send the application, you have to get extra envelope to put in the application so that when they're done, they would send it, they would use that envelope, that brand new envelope, and then send it to send you your passport back to your house. They didn't send it to my job, they sent it straight to my house. My daughter received it and she was like, Mommy, my passport here. I was so happy. And then after we received the, not her passport, not a visa, not a key. Yeah, I had to send the visa, the passport, the passport, the visa, the application fees, the application, the passport size picture, 2 of our visa, everything, all our document, we had to send everything inside. So is our passport, the application fee, that is the money order. You have to fill it out, you know. I applied to Washington, D.C., so that I didn't want that name, Liberian Embassy in D.C. I put that name there. And then I sent proof of Kayla birth certificate. So it didn't take long. It took like 4 weeks. And then they actually sent all the documents then back. And then later on, vital record. And then I'm sending Kayla old birth certificate back as one old passport size picture, passport book. So they did all that stuff, and then yes, we received our document in 4 weeks. It didn't even take long because I did like everything they asked. So it was very fast, and they did that. And then after I received all that stuff, and then what else did I need to do? Yeah, I need to also get like an international travel notarized letter doing travel, what I will show to them that Kayla is my daughter. I already have that. You need that as well. And then next month she's supposed to go take her shots, which is the travel shot, which is the typhoid shot, the malaria, all the shots she needs to be able to stay safe during our travel time is what she's going to take. I'm also going to take that as well. So yes, with that being said, I already got our ticket. That was all the way in January, February, March. I got our plane ticket. I actually booked directly from Newark, New Jersey, because it's shorter. If I was gonna book from Philadelphia, which is very close, Philadelphia airport, the lady had told me that we would travel from Philadelphia to Chicago, from Chicago to Brussels, from Brussels to Sierra Leone, from Sierra Leone. That's a long trip. I don't have time. So it's much shorter. So we'll just move from Newark to Brussels, from Brussels to Sierra Leone, from Sierra Leone to Liberia. Short, right? Yes. So with that being said, these are the things that I had to do. If I miss anything else and you're curious to ask, let me know. I'm very, very much excited to take my daughter to my home country so she can start to know who she is. She already knows who she is. She's a proud Liberian woman. And I am very, very excited to be able to show her around and show her some of the things that I'm doing, like my boutique, my land, and just other investment that I've been doing in Liberia. I'm very, very excited. So if you have any other question that you're curious about, please ask. Do not hesitate. I will be responding to all of your comments. So if you like these kind of video travel tips things that you need to do when you're going to Liberia, you want to know, let me know. I know a lot of Liberian kids were born here, and their parents would like to take them. Before I was doing anything, I didn't have nobody to help me. Only love had gave me one tip. Other than that, I did research and found out all these things on my own. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye.